Ladies and gentlemen, it is a big, weird, wild world out there, folks, and here we stand. Al pie del cañón, ready for anything. I'm Rob, that's the Natch, and you're listening to...
The ProBoh Show!
That's right, boys and girls, good morning, It's Tuesday! How you doing out there, folks? We are officially into the week. There is no escape now, guys. We have to push through until Friday. How are we doing out there? A big hello to all the people joining me live in the chat. Today that's Min, The Bridge, Nessa Finessa, Eric, MJ Symbol. Oh my god. We've got some real quality. Min says good morning, Natch. Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah. And to me. And to the world. How are you doing, guys? So what's coming up in today's show? Let me tell you. I asked 100 humans this morning to name something almost every bride wants at their wedding. To name something almost every bride wants at their wedding. In Complete the News, we have the holdover story from yesterday about the woman who shot an Uber driver. And then we look at a janitor in a laboratory as well, if we have time. And today's unpopular opinion, it's a juicy one, Natch. I've got a feeling you and we're not going to agree today, Natch. Do you know how I know that? Because almost everybody on Instagram now thinks I'm a monster too. In fact, Pedro reached out to me. Pedro from Instagram reached out this morning and said, you're not going to win this one. You're going to lose. That could be. But you know, right now, I'm here, you're here. Let's take a look at what's going on in the world. How you doing, Natch? What's going on, man?
No, not much.
No. Are you adapting well to the new summer schedule here at the radio?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. Because it's exactly the same as the pre-summer schedule for me. In fact, tonight I'm going to be working. I'll be working at least another 10 hours from now, filming with Mr. Kyle Miller. Exciting stuff. Let's see what people were saying to us in the chat. So yeah, I mentioned Min said hello to Natch and I. The Bridge says good morning. Hello from Nessa Finessa. Welcome back, Nessa. Eric is with us all the way from the Philippines. Good afternoon, everyone. Currently 2:30 p.m. in the Philippines, right here in Madrid, 8:30 a.m. Central European Time. Good morning, Rob. Good morning, fam. Good morning, angelic beings, says MJ Symbol, talking to the chat and the angelic beings that download the podcast. How are you doing there, guys? Pedro is driving. Born to Wireman is here. Good morning, everybody, and good afternoon to Eric. Vero's here. Oh, my God. You guys are on fire. It's a scorcher today. Temperatures will drop a bit in a couple of days. Good news. It is hot, Natch. Do you suffer at all with the heat, or does your Spanishness kind of protect you from that? I'm melting, man.
No, I don't like it. It's hot.
Dude, I sweat just being stood up for too long in this kind of heat. Do you know what I mean? British people are not made for this kind of heat. British people are made for the cold. You know what I mean? We need something to complain about. It's too hot, man. It's too hot. Do you have air conditioning at home?
Yes, I do.
Do you run it through the summer?
Well, try not to do it too much.
Yeah, because of the bills.
Expensive, but yes.
Yeah, I'm going to have to start using mine too. I've been trying to hold off because the electricity bills are crazy. But geez Louise, guys. While we're talking about the heat, brilliant segue. While we're talking about the heat, breaking heat records. This news came from interestingengineering.com. Breaking heat records. June breaches. It passes. It breaks the 1.5 centigrade global temperature level. In June 2023, the global mean surface temperature, so the average temperature across the surface of the globe, Natch, surpassed the 1.5 threshold for the first time during a summer month, which apparently sparks alarms from the European Climate Monitoring Unit. Yeah, this could be the hottest year on record, Natch. I also read another article stating that globally, reservoirs are emptying. You know, good morning, guys. It's the end of the world as we know it. No, but it's damn hot. It's damn hot. I'm interested, our international listeners, I'm interested, Eric, what's the weather like there? And I'm interested in Min, what's the weather like in the Netherlands? Interesting. Because here in Spain, let me tell you, it's like living on the surface of the sun right now. And I see, like, I come out of the shower and I'm already sweating. And you see Spaniards just walking around on the street like, you know, like un día cualquiera. You know, like, you know what I mean? What sun? What heat? Well, I'm there stood next to them looking like Quasimodo, dripping with sweat. Spanish people. They're too suave, too sophisticated. Give me winter, please, says Nessa. Yeah, please. Oh, you just can't. The problem with the heat, Natch, is you can't take off enough clothes. I'm sorry to put that picture in your mind of me quasi-naked. I'm sorry, I apologise for that, especially if you're eating breakfast. But you can't take off enough clothes. It's like, you know what I mean? It gets to a point and you need to peel your skin off. It's just too hot. Too hot. It was very hot on Sunday, but today is fine, says Min. Pedro, such a shame I won't be able to participate to debate your unpopular opinion today. Come on. Come on, there is no debate. It's it's clear cut. If you're curious, we'll get to it later, but today's unpopular opinion is cigarettes should remove the warning labels. Ooh! Like, to give you an idea of the heat right now, it is currently 8:30 and it's 24 degrees Celsius. That's 76 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Jeez, Natch. That's too hot. You know, stop using spray deodorant, guys. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, so apparently could be one of the hottest years on record, with this June surpassing the 1.5 centigrade or Celsius threshold. Let's see what people are saying. It was very hot on Sunday, says Min. In the Netherlands, what does very hot mean? You know, like 10 degrees Celsius. It's so hot. Sorry, man. I'm just picking on you. 23 Celsius predicted today. 32 Celsius in Manila. I think today in Spain it's going to get up to 98 Fahrenheit. It's going to get up to 37, I think. So if you're in Madrid, stay hydrated. Drink plenty of coffee. That's what that means to me. Natch, I drank so much coffee yesterday, my eyes were vibrating by the end of the day. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue on with the news. Also, okay, let's go to Canada. Let's go to Canada. Meta, with the jiu-jitsu legend, what's his name? Mark Zuckerberg, who will soon beat the crap out of Elon Musk in a cage, we hope. So Meta is to pull news from Facebook and Instagram in Canada. Did you know this? No more news on Facebook or Instagram in Canada. Do you know why, Natch? Can you guess why? Do you think it's because of all the misinformation that's been spread out there? Do you think that's why it could be? That would be the good guy reason, right? That Mark Zuckerberg karate kicked the news out of Canada. Well, no. No. Meta has announced plans to stop the provision of news on Facebook and Instagram in Canada in response to the newly approved Online News Act. Okay, the Online News Act, what's that? It's a Canadian piece of legislation that mandates that the big internet giants need to contribute to the financial earnings of news publishers. They need to pay in order to be able to share news from newspapers and from publications. Yeah, it's not an altruistic thing, guys, in case you hadn't guessed. It's all about money. They don't care about us. You know why they don't care about us? Because we're the product. You know, your attention is the product. But yeah, so sadly for people in Canada, if you're listening, Canadian friends, I know there's a few of you. Yeah, no more news on Facebook and Instagram. Does anybody care about Facebook anymore? Is Facebook not just like a birthday reminder app now? And Instagram is basically, it's just... Right now in the summer, it's pictures of aeroplane wings and people's feet on a beach. That's what Instagram becomes in the summer. Sunday it was 35, says Min. Yeah, that's kind of hot. You're getting up to Spain levels there. It's Rob. How are you doing, Ravdos? Welcome. Vero, it would be great if they removed publicity. If they removed ads, yeah, that's never going to happen, is it? That's never going to happen. You know why? Because the ad companies are the clients. And the products, my friends, we are the product. So they're never going to get rid of ads. I don't foresee that happening. But I do actually really love this news that they're no longer spreading news in Canada. Why can that be for the rest of the world, please? Maybe we avoid another Trump. Maybe we avoid another Brexit. We stop news publications on Facebook. That would be wonderful. Please and thank you. Hey, Natch, I have an uncharacteristically linguistic thing to share with you today. Remember I sent you an audio clip earlier. The audio clip is from Ghostbusters. And Ghostbusters, you may or may not know this, or specifically Bill Murray from Ghostbusters, in Spanish, Bill Murray. Right? Something like that. How do you say it legit, Natch?
Bill Murray.
Murray. Oh, okay. Well, I was close. Bill Murray changed the English language with an improvised line. We're going to hear it right now. Go on, Natch. Play it for us.
All right. This chick is toast.
All right, there you have it. That line changed the English language forever. Do you know how? Can you guess how, Natch? No, right?
No.
Do you know? Could you translate that line? This chick is toast.
Chick is like chica.
Yeah.
Toast. I guess it's hot. Or no.
No. Okay.
Or
well,
bebida. No sé.
Here we get to the crux of the issue, right? This chick is toast. Toast here meaning she's beaten. We're going to beat her. She doesn't stand a chance. She's toast. Es tostada. Es una tostada. She is toast. Right? Well, apparently, that ad-libbed line, that improvised line, this chick is toast, in the 1984 film Ghostbusters, played a key role in popularizing the idiom toast, which refers to someone who is doomed. She's about to be beaten, in reference to Goza from the movie. The Oxford English Dictionary recognizes this line as the earliest documented instance of the word toast used in this way. The idiom gained popularity following the success of the film, and phrases like "you're toast" are now considered part of the English language. Interesting. Thank you, Bill Murray, for making the English language just a little bit richer. Do you know what he said in that line in Spanish, Natch? Is there a way you'd be able to research that? Because I didn't. I'd be interested if anyone knows. That line is towards the end of the movie. This chick is toast. I'd be really curious to know what Bill Murray says in the Spanish version of that. But it might contribute to news being accurate, or maybe not, says Nessa. Yeah, what worries me about the meta news, right, is that they block legitimate publications and people start posting links from crappy news sources, which could be terrible for Canada, let's be honest. All right, you know what we're going to do? Well, I think Natch is actually looking for it. Natch, chapeau to you. Give yourself a ProBoh approved.
ProBoh approved.
Natch killing it, man. While Natch is doing that, we're going to go to today's unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion.
Interesting, says Symbol. This chick is toast. Never used before. No, never used before that line, that improvised line by Bill Murray. So you can say you're toast. You know, you're about to play paddle with someone, or you're about to play checkers with someone. You're toast, man. You're never going to win this. You're toast. You know, there you go. See, don't say I don't ever teach you anything. All right, what is an unpopular opinion? It's a brain fart. Un pedo cerebral, un pedo mental. I share it with you on my social media. You guys vote. But the real decision makers are the people right here in the chat. During the break, they will vote on the veracity, on whether this statement is true or not. And today's unpopular opinion is cigarettes should get rid of, or should remove, to remove warning labels. Cigarettes should get rid of warning labels. That's today's unpopular opinion, a hot one. Estás acabado, maybe. You're finished. Yeah, it's the same thing. You're finished. So yeah, cigarettes should remove warning labels. I had some messages from people who consume the show. Mary said, smokers don't notice them anymore, and non-smokers get disgusted when we see them. They serve no purpose. The efforts should be made in schools and homes where children stop people to light their first cigarette. Interesting, Mary. Thank you. And I had another one from, was it Nessa? If you put a warning label on everything that can harm your health, 90% of products, or processed foods, and drinks we consume should carry one. So away with cigarette labels, or label every single thing. Too much hypocrisy around it, if you ask me. Interesting. I love those topics. I did get some more. Let's see. Linda, I absolutely disagree. Labels are critical. They educate people about the risks. Ignorance isn't bliss when it comes to health. And finally, Leo. Interesting thought. From a pure sales perspective, sure, no labels would boost numbers, but ethically, transparency is key. But that's these guys' opinions. I'm interested in yours. Let's see what the ProBoh Show elves prepared for us today. Cigarettes shouldn't have warning labels. Here we go. In the pro column, some argue that it infringes upon a person's right to make their own informed decisions. If someone is aware of the risks but chooses to smoke anyway, that's their prerogative. The health risks associated with smoking are widely known. Because of this, some might argue that the warning labels are unnecessary and redundant. And warning labels on cigarette packs can contribute to stigmatizing smokers, which some people argue is a negative form of social pressure. Disagreeing with the statement that cigarettes shouldn't have warning labels. Here we go. Warning labels on cigarette packs serve to remind and inform individuals about the severe health risks associated with smoking, including cancer, heart disease, stroke, etc. Customers have a right to know the risks associated with the products they consume. Removing warning labels would deny them this vital information. And finally, numerous studies have shown that cigarette warning labels, particularly graphic ones, are effective at reducing smoking rates and discouraging initiation. So it discourages people from starting, they think. All right, let's open the floor to a debate. Natch, where do you stand on this? So the opinion is cigarettes should remove the warning labels. What do you think?
I'm not sure. When I used to smoke, it didn't work.
Yeah.
Business here, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's not effective.
It's not effective, is it?
No.
It's not effective. They just have these gross images there, and okay. I don't want to get too started and influence people too much. But let me tell you something, guys. Would you put warning labels on alcohol, an addictive substance that can cause liver cirrhosis, things like that? Would you? Would you put a big warning label, remove your favorite label from your favorite brand of rum, whiskey, vodka, and replace it with a person dying on a hospital bed of liver cirrhosis, or a car crash accident victim a victim of drunk driving? Would you do that? Would you? Probably not, right? So tell me, why would you put a warning label on cigarettes? These warning labels don't even work. Processed foods, as Nessa said earlier, sugar, anything with processed white sugar in it, anything with cornstarch, literally everything we consume nowadays is driving us towards an early grave. Should we be putting warning labels on everything? Or should we remove warning labels from everything and let Darwin do his work? Interesting debate. Because literally everything you do is going to kill you. Should we have warning labels on planes? You know, beware, this might crash. Or on cars. Beware, this vehicle is dangerous. You will take your life in your hands and the life of others when you drive this vehicle. Should we be putting warning labels on cars? Bottles of wine, bottles of vodka, whiskey. Or should we rely, as we do with the majority of products, we rely on the consumer's intelligence? Natch, when was at what point did you realize that cigarettes weren't full of yummy vitamins? Was it? I am imagining, like me, it was before the warning labels, right?
Yes, before smoking.
Yeah. I mean, if you think people start smoking because they think it's healthy, then you have a really warped perception of reality. No one gets into smoking thinking that it's good for your health. Warning labels do not achieve anything. That's my opinion, friends. Woo! It's a hot one today. See, I'm getting serious, Natch. It's serious, my dude. Okay, let's see what people are saying. Only if you have a hardcore evidence they don't work in any way on a psychological level. I have to agree. Professional Bohemian says Eric. Min doesn't infringe on any rights since you're still completely free to buy. Symbol says, I'm not sure this kind of warning really makes someone change their mind. I agree with that statement, Symbol. I mean, it is true, but to be honest, does it really play an important role in your decision making? Nevertheless, I'm on the fence on this one. The pics are just disgusting, says MJ Symbol. Let me tell you something. As someone who started smoking at some point, and as you've just heard it from Natch, no one starts smoking thinking that these things are health products. No one starts smoking thinking, ooh, I wonder what vitamins this has in it. Ooh, enriched with vitamin T. Tobacco. Come on. No one starts smoking because they think it's healthy and it's good for their health. No one. And once you're an addict, these things just add to your levels of stress, finding it hard to quit smoking. You know? They don't go to heroin addicts and show them photos of people dying from overdoses. They don't do that. They just do that to cigarette smokers on the drug that they're either trying to quit or would like to quit or not interested in quitting. That's what I'm saying. Ravdos, this dude is punny. Ravdos refers to Rob, Merriam-Webster. Yeah, maybe. Min, this thing it doesn't work for adults because adults have made their choice, but it might work for young adults who are socially pressured into smoking. That's the group you have to look at to see if it makes a difference. I didn't start smoking because my social group smoked. I didn't start smoking because I saw it in movies. More than likely I started smoking because I saw it at home, but I knew of the health risks. These weird pictures on the front of the. I'm just saying. Look, if we're gonna keep the warning labels on cigarettes, let's put warning labels on everything that's dangerous. You know, on zebra crossings, a car could kill you right now with pictures of people who have been hit by cars. Yeah, or on alcohol bottles. You know, victims of drunk driving. Yeah, let's do that. Let's spread this poison everywhere if that's what we're going to do. Or are we just going to victimize a select few people who smoke cigarettes? Is that what we're going to do? Is that what we've decided as a society? Eric says, vices such as smoking tobacco, drinking alcohol, should have warning labels. I did my assignment for this hot topic, says Eric. Nice. Thing is, a lot of stuff in food is bad for you as smoking gets completely banned from it. Rather than having a warning label, sugars are an exception because not all sugars are bad and you can't remove them. You'd have to ban fruits. All right, if we're going to get on this, let's ban every single fruit smoothie, Natch. Banned. Do you know why? Because when you eat a piece of fruit, you're eating the perfect amount of sugar for a human to consume. When we put a bunch of fruits into a blender, we're just consuming a ton of sugar. Let's ban fruit smoothies, because they are literally, and I'm not kidding about this, bad for your health. Or let's put a big warning label on blenders saying fruit smoothies are hazardous to your health, can cause heart disease due to an increased sugar intake. Does that sound extreme? Then why is it not extreme for tobacco? That's my point. Why do we victimize smokers? Woo! I bet you thought you had a clear idea on this one. Well, Rob's here to say maybe not. All right, guys. Try not to get too offended or upset on this one. Of course, they're only opinions. Mine matters less than most. Guys, I'm going to post a poll in the chat. You're going to tell me, should cigarettes have a warning label? Should they not? Should they remove them? Let's see after the break. See you soon. Hey, guys. If you'd like to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. That's patreon.com/professional bohemian. There you'll find VODs of the episodes as they are recorded live, blogs, vlogs, and behind-the-scenes content. If you'd like to watch the show live, you can do so on twitch.tv/professional bohemian, and you can participate in the polls we use in the show on Instagram @professional bohemian or Twitter @ProBoh, ProBoh. Okay, on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. You're listening to the ProBoh Show, currently 9 a.m. Central European Time, and thank you, Eric, 3 p.m. in Manila, the Philippines. How are we doing out there? And for those of you golden gods, you angelic beings who download the podcast, I don't know what time it is. I don't know where you are, but all I know is that you're sexy AF. That's all I know. You have still a few seconds to vote on the poll being cigarettes should remove the warning label. Ooh! My God, a juicy one today. What have you missed if you just tuned in? We spoke briefly about Meta removing news from Facebook and Instagram in Canada, and how probably this is going to be a really good thing for the country, I'll be honest. Oh, the vote is really down to the wire here. I love it. And the fact that June has broken a benchmark of climate monitoring, that 1.5 centigrade global temperature level, it is broken. Worrying stuff. And then we moved on to today's unpopular opinion, which was a hot one today. Cigarettes should get rid of their warning label. The vote is almost finished. Natch, how do you think people voted on Instagram?
False.
You think they voted false? A lot? A little?
A lot.
70? Well, close. 65. I'll tell you soon how people voted here after my arguing skills. Let's see if I moved the needle at all on this. Okay, let me find where all the comments started. You guys sent a lot of comments over the break. Rob, you're a monster, that kind of thing. Okay, let's see. Warning label on processed food, says Ravdos, maybe when consumption of such causes lung cancer or when it creates secondhand smoke effect that damages the health of others exposed to it. Well, I mean, it does cause heart disease, added cholesterol, and, well, it's not secondhand smoke, but bereavements. I mean, look, heart disease is one of the biggest killers in the world, okay? And, the psychological ramifications of that have a massive effect on people. Ravdos. Not saying cigarettes don't. Cigarettes do. They are dangerous. I'm just saying we put a warning label on everything or we put a warning label on nothing. Again, I will get to my real thoughts on this later. I'm just trying to energize you guys. It's the morning. Okay, Min says, if a form of processing causes a lot of damage, then it absolutely should have warning labels. Ravdos says, we have warning labels on cleaning supplies and over-the-counter medications. True story. Nessa, I warn you, but I still make money out of it. Hypocrisy. Well, to be fair, I don't think that, Nessa, I don't think the tobacco companies want to put the labels on. I think that's the government. But then you are right, because the government does make money in taxes from cigarettes. So I guess you're right about that. MJ Symbol, the reason I quit like 14 years ago was because my doctor says there was a high chance of going blind at an early age being diabetic. Smoking sucks. This is because I no longer smoke. Yeah, it's true. It does suck. Putting a warning label on fruit smoothies is fine, says Min. Yeah, see, Min's a good debater, man. Min knows where it's at. Chris Valroll says, morning, I think these labels don't work. Everyone is responsible for their life. You decide what to do with the information you have, more or less consciously. In other countries, I don't know, but here, there is a lot of hypocrisy. They sell a lot of beep in supermarkets, supposedly bad for your health, with no warning labels. True story. Let's see. Pedro says, he parked. You know, you've got a good unpopular opinion when the people who are driving park because they need to contribute. I love this, Pedro. I don't think these images can dissuade smokers from smoking. But if there's a tiny chance of dissuading someone to start smoking, we should keep the labels. Also, we shouldn't undermine the harmful effects of smoking, comparing it with other things like sugar or even alcohol. The idea that everything will kill you anyway eventually sounds like a lame excuse to continue smoking. Min says, it is... Wow, you guys were on fire today. I pissed off a lot of people, Natch. And you know, I'm feeling extra powerful because of it. I think it's partially caused by how we see the consequences. Having cancer is being sick. It's not good, and it will kill you. Being fat is unhealthy, but not sick. As such, it's not seen in the same way, even if it's reducing the quality and length of your life. That's an interesting point. Nessa, sugar, sweeteners, saturated fats, and the list goes on. Label all of it or nothing at all. You guys are passionate about this. I love it. Warning labels on cigarettes, this is Ravdos, are more reasonable than placing such on sugar, as sugar does not purposefully contain addictive chemicals like nicotine. Some can simply stop consuming sugar, but stopping smoking, not so easy. I mean, there is, if I'm not mistaken, I think there is an addictive element to sugar. Am I wrong about that? Can someone clarify that? Maybe even Ravdos, you might know. Did I read somewhere that there is an addictive element to sugar? I mean, anyway, even if it's a psychological addiction, I mean, our bodies are hardwired to enjoy sweet flavors. Okay, hardwired for that. That I do know. I don't know if there's an actual addictive element to sugar, though. Processed sugar. Let's continue. I also agree with Pedro. The world isn't black and white. It's not all or nothing. Let's not diminish a good thing done by pointing at the good things yet to be done. It's a good argument too, guys. It's called the dangers of secondhand smoke, Symbol says Ravdos. Smoke it. Wow, you guys, I might have to... I might have to read these later. There are a lot of comments, and they're great comments. But there are a lot. Smoking suffers extra due to secondhand smoking and smelling absolutely horrible. I told you I was right, and I know the reason why, says Eric. Symbol, I see your point, Rob. You have made me change my mind. Oh, while we're on the subject, Natch, what do you think? Just think about it. How do you think the vote ended up?
50-50.
You think 50-50? You think I did my job today? I introduced a shade of grey. I hope so. I'll let you know in a second. I'm in favour of giving more information about bad habits that are unhealthy, but smoking is not even food. It's pure suicidal in small installments. MJ Symbol, sugar is really awful, so anything that has sugar should have a warning label. You know what, guys? Interestingly enough, I'm actually trying to wean my palate off of sugar. I'm trying to unaccustom my palate to sugar bit by bit. I'll let you know more about how that adventure is going. But other than today, in this machine coffee I've had, that's the first sugar I've had in my coffee in nearly a week. How's it going? Everything tastes awful. And sugar is yummy, but bad for you. Oh, anyway, let's continue. Let's see. All right, you guys are arguing. Let me bring some love to the chat. Okay, guys, I have to... I know you've read... I will read all these after the show, but we need to get to the end of this segment. Okay. So, I made the statement that warning labels should be removed from cigarettes. And the results of the poll, Natch, if we could get a little drum roll. The oracle hovering above us, omnipresent, knew quite well that it was indeed, yes, 50-50. Natch, today's one of those days I feel like the devil. Yeah, so what do I really feel about this? Okay, so here's my actual point of view. I don't mind that there are warning labels on cigarettes. I don't mind that at all. In fact, I can see the benefit. I don't mind that they make me go and stand outside. I don't mind that, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, smoking is a dangerous habit. The less people that do it, the better for everyone, okay? But there's a caveat to this. I do believe alcohol, sugars, and many more things in society need warning labels too. I'm sorry for such a hyperbolic argument. But I wanted to win, or at least move the needle, and I did that today. I realize there's a lot of you at home probably screaming at your radios. How do I know that? Because I see how much movement there's been in the chat. So I know you're a passionate, activated audience. Look, my point in this, in all of these shows, not just today's, is not so much to change minds, but just introduce different ways of thinking on a variety of subjects. Yeah, I mean, look, there is no excuse for corn syrup in the United States to be sweetening things and causing an explosion in cholesterol. I'm not saying remove the warning labels from cigarettes. Really what I'm saying is, you know, let's maybe add some warning labels to other things. You know? And when I say that, a bunch of people, I know because I had this argument yesterday, automatically just said, no. It's against my rights, which makes me think, well, okay, well, let's remove them from cigarettes. No. It's an interesting debate. You know, cars cause pollution. Air pollution, sound pollution. A lot of people die from motor accidents. Should we not paint all cars red? Danger. It's an interesting debate. Where do we draw the line between a person's common sense and where do we legislate for the safety of the future? I don't really think we should remove warning labels from cigarettes, but I do certainly think we should be adding them to a whole hell of a lot more things. And I guess that's where I land on this one, guys. And I hope you found the argument entertaining, if not a little, if not with a little too much hyperbole. Let's just see the last few comments here. Plenty of things have warning labels, so the notion that cigarettes are somehow unique in this is false. Min, the Chad solution is just to agree to put warning labels on a lot more stuff. Yep, I'm with you today, Rob, says Nessa. And Miss Sasha Hayes, speaking of cars, I'd only own a Tesla just to make the seats fart. Thank you, Sasha. Sofia Vergara should have a warning label, says Symbol. All right, friends, let's go to today's 100 Humans. All right, everybody, you made it. We're at the other end of the unpopular opinion. I know that some of you are passionate and heated up right now. Let's pour all that into today's unpopular opinion. Okay, I'm sorry I couldn't get to all of your comments. Eric, I saw you wrote a lot there. I will read that after the show, I promise you. All right, here we go. It was a long walk to work today across snow-capped mountains and through river valleys. And on that walk, I encountered 100 humans. That's right, friends. And I asked them all a question. Today I asked them, are we ready? Today I asked them to name something almost every bride wants at their wedding. Name something almost every bride wants at their wedding. Nombra algo que casi todas las novias quiere en su boda. More or less? All right.
Nivelazo.
Natch approves. That means I'm not doing bad, guys. I asked them that question. They gave me their answers. I'm in possession of the top 7 answers right here. Your job in the chat is to identify those top 7 answers. All right, Natch, you first, my dude.
That it doesn't rain.
A ring.
That it doesn't rain.
That it doesn't rain. Sorry, my bad. So good weather. They want good weather at their wedding. Anyone else in the chat say good weather? Yeah, Nessa said a sunny day. A sunny day. Good weather says Ravdos as well. Ooh, guys. Everyone agrees with Natch, but do the 100 humans agree with him? Natch, it's not there. Sorry, man. It's not there. It's not there. Great answer, though. Okay. All right, let's go to the chat. Ravdos says parents. She wants a parents there, obviously. Parents. Let's extend that to family, because Ravdos also says family. And I see a few other familial relations there also. So family. Sasha said family as well. Okay, so family. Is family there? Yes, it is. Well done. Guys, you're on fire today. Family is there. 5 of 100 humans. It's in 6th place. Okay. Their partner, says Min. The groom, says Ravdos. The groom, says Chris Valroll. Okay, the groom. The groom. This should be number 1, shouldn't it? Groom, is it there? Yes, it is. Well done. With 16 of 100 humans, it's the 3rd place answer. 3rd place! So that means there are 2 things, according to the 100 humans today, that a bride wants more than a groom at her wedding. All right, let's continue. A ring, says Pedro. A ring. No, it says Min first, then Pedro. Anyone else say a ring? I don't see it in the chat. Okay, so a ring. Okay. Is a ring there? Yes, it is. Well done, guys. You've now identified 3 of the 7 answers. A ring is there. 10 of the 100 humans said a ring. Well done. Okay, you've got K-E. No. You've got groom. Oops. I think I might have given one away. Groom, ring, and family. Okay, let's continue. I have to admit, flowers, says Derek. Flowers. Eric, it's there. Well done. But more surprisingly, Eric, it's the number 1 answer. I don't know how. It's the number 1 answer. Well done, man. I mean, I've known a lot of brides who are about to get married, and flowers has been the last thing on their mind, but apparently it's a big deal. To the 100 humans. 29 of them said flowers. All right, let's continue. Alcohol, says Pedro. If I were about to get married, I'd need copious amounts of alcohol too. But it should have a warning label, right? We're all agreed on that. Is alcohol there? No, it's not. Wah, wah, wah. Looking beautiful, says Nessa. Looking beautiful. Is looking beautiful there? Ooh. I'd like to give it to you, but I need more. I need you to be more specific, Nessa. I need you to be more specific. Guests. Guests. Great answer from Pedro, but is it there? Guests. Invitados. Guests. It's not there. Sasha says a white dress. Vestido blanco? What do you say? Not vestida. Vestido.
Vestido blanco.
Oh, dude.
¿Será posible? Vaya nivelazo.
Do you know how I knew it was vestido? Because it made every sense in the world for it to be vestida, because it's an item of woman's clothing. And then I thought, okay, so that makes sense. Let's throw that out the window and go the complete opposite. And go figure. I got it right. Spanish is nuts. Okay. So, white dress. It's there. Well done. 8 of 100 humans got that one right. Said that one. A white dress. And it's in 5th place. Well done. Well done, Sasha. Okay, 2 more to get, guys. 2 more to get. The second most popular and the final most popular. Joy, says Ravdos. And music, says Pedro. Positivity, great pictures, celebration. A limo, bridesmaids, beautiful dress, white dress was there. Groomsmen, music, a pretty hairstyle and makeup, said Symbol. None of those are there. Sorry, guys. All great answers, but none of them were there. But looking down the list, I see Sasha steps out of the chaos, and as the dust settles, she speaks into the ether. She says, cake. Tarta. Cake. Is it there? Yes, it is. Well done. Cake is there. 26 of 100 humans. Cake ranks higher than a groom. In the preferences. A bride would prefer cake than a groom. That tracks. That makes sense. Okay, there was one more that I did see in the list as I went down them. Ooh, where is it? There it is. Wow, Sasha again. Oh, no, wait. No. Sorry. Where is it? Ah, there it is. It was Sasha. Gifts. Well done. 7th most popular answer. All right. Well done, guys. A lot of... yeah, no one said love. No one said romance. Nessa. And none of the humans said love. Amazing, yeah. And a groom came before cake and flowers. I'm just making up for lost time, says Sasha. I just don't get them. Yeah. Their own partner is in 3rd, exactly. That tracks. It makes sense to me. All right, so I asked 100 humans to name something almost every bride wants at her wedding. In position number 7, we had gifts, regalos, gifts. In position number 6, we had family, familia, vamos, super easy. In position number 5, we had a white dress, vestido blanco. In position number 4, we had a ring, un anillo, a ring. In position number 3, we have groom. How do you say groom in Spanish? El pobre, no?
Novio.
Novio, there you go. In position number 2, we had cake, tarta, and finally, in position number 1, we had flowers. Congratulations, Eric. Not much made sense about that one, but that was the 100 humans this morning. What can I say? Sasha doesn't step out of the stardust for anything. We heard you. She peeks out of a hole in the showers. El pobre. People are laughing at my weird jokes, Natch. All right, on that note, let's go to complete the news.
Complete the news!
Oh. Okay, we only have time for one, so we're going to do the leftover from yesterday about a woman and an Uber driver. So what is complete the news? I'm going to give you a news headline, un titular, but I'm going to leave out some important information. Your job in the chat is to complete the news with the 3 options that I give you, A, B, or C. Okay? If you're one of the many people watching the show right now, but you're too nervous to express your opinion like most of the people do, very fast-paced, well, look, this is your moment, because all you have to write is A, B, or C. Here we go. A woman fatally shot an Uber driver because she blank. All right, here we go. So I'll repeat. A woman fatally shot. So she shot someone and they died. A woman fatally shot an Uber driver because she... Okay. Is it A? She couldn't leave a negative enough review. She couldn't leave like a -star review. Is it B? Because she felt he was talking too much? Or is it C? Because she thought she was being kidnapped? Sequestrado, kidnapped. Or sequestrada, right? Because it's a woman?
Sequestrada. Mhm.
Oh, dude, come on. I mean, come on, Natch. Okay, a woman fatally shot an Uber driver because she, A, could not leave a bad enough review. B, because she felt he was talking too much. Or C, because she thought she was being kidnapped. A, B, or C? What do you think, Natch?
B.
You think B because he was talking too much? Yeah, we've all had an Uber, right? Oh, no, you keep the music playing. Fine. Do you mind the music? Yeah, I do. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do, but I'm too polite to say it. So just whatever. Okay, in the chat, I'm seeing a bunch of A's, few B's, but mainly I see C. It's Natch versus chat. Natch says B, chat says C, being kidnapped. Natch says because she felt he was talking too much. Okay, a woman fatally shot an Uber driver. Police say it was because she, drumroll Natch. C, she thought she was being kidnapped. Well done, guys. Well done. I could fool the Natch today, but I couldn't fool you guys. So a Kentucky woman fatally shot an Uber driver under the mistaken belief that she was being kidnapped and taken to Mexico. Guys, all these links will appear in my Patreon. If you want to support me and the work I do, you can find it there. Patreon.com/professional bohemian. That's Bohemio Profesional, vamos. Guys, so many things you could have been doing today, this morning, this beautiful morning. But instead of doing those things, you took the time to spend some time with the Natch and myself, and it means the absolute world. See you tomorrow.